Broken love, found again. Ali and Sahar first met at a university event. They were completely different personalities, but in their very first meeting, they felt an unusual peace with each other. Ali was always cheerful and open-hearted, while Sahar was quiet, serious, and a little stubborn. But as they say, love doesn't care about differences, it only seeks harmony of hearts. Within a few weeks of talking, their bond grew deeper. Sitting together for hours in the library, sharing tea at the canteen, and making little promises, these moments became the foundation of their love. Ali had already decided in his heart that she was the one he wanted to spend his life with. The first betrayal. But life doesn't always move like a fairy tale. Ali's classmate, Nida, who secretly liked him, was jealous of Sahar. One day, Nida showed Sahar a video of Ali laughing and having fun with another girl. Sahar's heart shattered. That video was actually from a surprise birthday party Ali had arranged for his cousin, but Nida twisted the truth and presented it as if Ali was cheating. Without asking Ali for the truth, Sahar lashed out. "You're not the person I thought you were. You betrayed me." Ali kept trying to explain, but Sahar refused to listen. And in a single moment, the love that once felt like a dream broke into pieces. The pain of separation. For months, Ali came to university every day, but emptiness consumed him. He looked at the same places where they once sat together. The tea at the canteen now tasted bitter, and the library chair felt unbearably empty. Sahar drowned herself in studies, but inside her heart there was a deep void. At nights she would cry and think, "Could Ali really do this to me?" But her pride and wounds wouldn't let her seek the truth. An unusual twist. Time passed. After graduation, Ali joined a company. And by fate's design, years later, he and Sahar ended up working on the same project. When they saw each other, a storm rose inside both hearts, but their lips stayed silent. Sahar greeted him formally, and Ali responded with a gentle smile. As the project continued, they began seeing each other more often. Sahar noticed that Ali's eyes still carried the same honesty she once loved. And Ali realized Sahar's smile still had the same magic that drew him in. The truth revealed. One day, after a meeting, Nida's name came up in conversation. A colleague casually said, "Nida hasn't changed. She's still causing misunderstandings between people. Remember when she edited that birthday video of Ali's cousin just to stir trouble?" Hearing this, Sahar's world collapsed. She realized Ali had been innocent all along, and she had lost him because of her pride. That night, Sahar couldn't sleep. She cried, knowing she had let go of the most precious thing in her life with her own hands. Forgiveness and a new beginning. The next day, Sahar gathered courage and texted Ali, "Can we meet?" Ali paused for a moment, then replied, "Always." They met at the same old canteen where they had once spent hours together. With a trembling voice, Sahar said, "Ali, I didn't trust you. I left without understanding you. Please forgive me." Ali looked into her eyes silently, then softly said, "Sahar, love is greater than anger. I never blamed you. I'm still the same person I was the first day." Hearing this, Sahar broke into tears. And years of burden washed away in a single moment. Love found again. From that day, they started afresh. This time, their love was stronger, more mature. They not only loved each other, but also understood and supported one another. As time went on, Ali finally fulfilled the promise he had always kept in his heart. He proposed to Sahar. Sahar smiled and said, "Maybe this love was destined for us from the beginning. Time only tested us. Sometimes love breaks, but if it's true, time and honesty bring it back together. Betrayal isn't always about cheating, it can also be our own misunderstandings that destroy everything." Broken love, another trial. It had been a few months since Ali and Sahar's wedding. Life now seemed like a peaceful journey. Ali went to the office in the morning, Sahar managed the home, and in the evenings they would sit together and share the stories of their day. Little moments, like laughter, a cup of tea, or simply sitting silently next to each other, were their treasures of happiness. Sahar often thought, "I wish time could stop here, that this peace never ends." But fate has its own rules. Love is always tested. One day, Sahar received a call from an unknown number. She was cooking in the kitchen when the phone rang. She picked it up, but there was only silence on the other end. With a shrug, she hung up. A few days later, the same number called again. Once more, no one spoke. Sahar ignored it, thinking it was a wrong number. But on the third day, she received a message. "Do you really think Ali belongs only to you?" Her hands trembled as she read the words. Fear and anger clashed inside her. She immediately showed the message to Ali. "Ali, look at this. Who is this?" Ali frowned, confused. "I don't know who this is. Someone is playing a sick joke." Sahar forced a smile and brushed it off, but deep inside, a shadow of doubt had started to take root. The first crack. A few days later, another message arrived from the same number. This time, the words were even more poisonous. "Want to know Ali's truth? Open your eyes. He's betraying you." The old wounds in Sahar's heart reopened. She tossed and turned all night, unable to sleep. Is this true? Am I repeating the same mistake again? Ali tried to reassure her, but the fear and suspicion in Sahar's eyes grew stronger each day. The video's poison. One evening, a video arrived on Sahar's phone. In it, Ali was sitting at a cafe with another woman, laughing. The woman leaned closer to him, and Ali seemed fully engaged in conversation. Sahar's world darkened. "What is this, Ali?" she cried, shoving the phone at him. Ali stared at the video in shock, then quickly said, This is my colleague. She came to me for advice about her brother." "Sahar, for God's sake, believe me, it was just a meeting." Tears welled up in Sahar's eyes. "But why didn't you tell me? Are you hiding things from me now?" Ali shook his head helplessly. "I wasn't hiding anything. It was such an ordinary meeting that I didn't think it was worth mentioning. But trust me, Sahar, my heart belongs only to you." But the shadow of doubt had already deepened in Sahar's heart. Old wounds return. That night, Sahar lay awake in bed, haunted by memories. She remembered the first time Nita had shown her a video and turned her against Ali. The same pain, the same suspicion, it was all happening again. Have I blinded myself in love again? Could Ali really be this kind of man? Meanwhile, Ali sat silently in the corner of the room. He knew her heart was wounded, but he also knew that one day the truth would come out. Finding the truth. Days later, Sahar decided she couldn't stay silent anymore. She began investigating the number. With the help of a friend, she managed to trace its details. When the truth came out, her breath caught in her throat. The number belonged to Nita. Nita had once again played her old game. She had edited the video to make it look like Ali was spending an intimate moment with another woman. Tears streamed down Sahar's face. "Oh God, I doubted him again. I hurt him again." Breaking down and asking forgiveness. That evening, Sahar went to Ali. Her steps were shaky, her voice trembling. "Ali, I doubted you again. I was weak. Instead of understanding you, I blamed you." Ali looked at her quietly. His eyes held pain, but also gentleness. "Sahar, doubt is poison in love. But I understand. You've been hurt before. That's why trusting is hard for you." Sahar broke down, falling to his feet. "I promise I will never let suspicion come between us again. Just forgive me." Ali lifted her up, wiped her tears, and said softly, "Love isn't just about joy. It's also about patience and trust. I'm with you, always." A new promise. From that day, they made a new promise to each other. Ali said, "As long as I breathe, every moment of mine will be yours." And Sahar replied, "And I will never let my fears turn against you again." They held each other and cried. Days of burden and bitterness washed away in tears, and a new light entered their lives. The ending? With time, their bond grew even stronger. Now they understood that love is tested more than once. And after each trial, if hearts are pure, the relationship becomes even more beautiful. Nida's schemes had failed. Ali and Sahar decided that from then on, they would never let suspicion or shadows come between them again.